Welcome, I'm Ed Kordick with the Iowa Farm Bureau, and this short video is on successful market planning as part of the Iowa Commodity Challenge video series. A market plan is a tool to manage the emotional job of marketing. And an important part of any plan is that you set it up ahead of time. When you're not in the throes of the market, whether they're going higher or lower, you set it up ahead of time at your objectives, and it needs to be very personal and really important, and I'll hit this at the end, it needs to be simple. A complicated marketing plan probably won't be accomplished because you don't want too many moving parts. You want to keep it maybe on one page and keep it very simple as a marketing plan that can be executed. It really helps you to achieve those original goals and think back to, in a calmer time, what you wanted out of the market, either a profit margin or a risk reduction. It helps you to achieve those original goals and manage the risk that's involved in these very tight margin times. Here's a slide that shows the traditional emotions that are involved in marketing: greed, ego, and fear. And these emotions, although this chart is a very long-term chart, they can be applied to any type of market. You've all felt them if you've been marketing a commodity and the market goes up. We all want all we can for our farm families, and then greed can get involved, and maybe we want that extra dime or 20 cents. Once the market falls, it's very difficult to make marketing decisions if the market's falling. So that's fear. So a marketing plan really helps us to manage against those emotions and also outlines the strategies and what we want to do for objectives well ahead of time. It should include the marketing opportunities before and after harvest. And in this video series, you're going to see tools that can be applied both pre-harvest and post-harvest so that you can begin to plan either for pre-harvest marketing before that crop's harvested or even after that crop is harvested. These marketing plans can be applied to both situations. Some of the considerations to think as you begin to think about your marketing plan is how many bushels am I going to have to sell? In a pre-harvest mode, that would be probably your crop insurance, revenue insurance bushels. Those bushels that are guaranteed that you get through revenue protection insurance. In a post-harvest mode, it's probably those bushels that you have in storage. So that's easier to quantify, but you need to set a goal for how many bushels you're going to be actually marketing. Break-even costs are important in all marketing plans, but I'd like to propose that a pre-harvest marketing plan is concerned with cost of production. And Iowa State University has some great resources through the Ag Decision Maker to help you with cost of production estimates if you don't have your own. And then after harvest, what we're most concerned about is break-even costs on the cost of ownership. Once we put those bushels in bin, we want to achieve a margin above our cost of ownership, not necessarily concerned about cost of production at that point. And cash flow is very important in marketing, of course, but we don't want to wait till those times when we need the cash to actually market. We want to plan ahead and know that we need cash in March or maybe in May, and we can sell at the best opportunity that arrives before that time period. So other considerations for marketing plans, you want to have realistic price targets. You want to look at kind of price histories and don't get too greedy on price targets. Have periodic price targets and spread them out over a range of prices and quantities to sell. Use a variety of marketing tools. We always teach that we need to use as many marketing tools as we're comfortable with. This spreads out our risk and allows us to have maybe some price floors, but then also some established prices, and maybe some open to higher prices too. Using a variety of marketing tools helps us to manage risk. Have the patience and make sure that we can always reevaluate those price goals. And remember, if we're in a profit mode, as long as you're in a profit mode and you're making a little bit of money, you're never going to go broke making some money. So even though margins are tight right now, we need to have those profit goals and stick with them. Here's an example of a pre-harvest marketing plan that is from the University of Minnesota, but it shows several components that I'd like to highlight. First of all, prices. It's a scale in price targets of 30-cent increments, and then it also has some dates. The idea here is if I don't get to my price goal, I'm going to take action by a certain date. Those are usually in March, April, May, early June, the good times to be selling both pre-harvest and post-harvest markets. So think about a marketing plan that includes both price and dates. And in this pre-harvest marketing plan, you'll see that crop insurance is the very first step. We need to use that revenue protection crop insurance to give us the confidence to sell crops ahead of time. Here's another look at an example marketing plan. This one's actually in our Marketing Tools workbook that you can find at this site. And it has several components similar to the other one. You can set your deadlines by which you take some action. You can go ahead and scale in the price tools over a range of price and time. And it's important to use a variety of tools. In this example, we show forward cash contracts, futures markets, options. There are many, many tools, but a template like this can be customized to your own individual operation and what you want to do in the market. One of the important parts of this marketing plan for me is that final column. So maybe make a note in your marketing plan. Why did I take action? It helps me to later say, you know, that price was a little low compared to where I'm at now, but I still made an action based on a good marketing plan and for good reasons. It can be a real comfort in trending markets. Some key points to kind of wrap up. It gives you discipline. That marketing plan is designed for discipline to manage the emotions that are involved in any pricing scheme and any marketing plan. Keep it simple. Again, a 12-page marketing plan probably isn't going to be employed. It's probably going to just sit on your desk and not be used. If you can keep it on one page, it's got a greater chance of being executed. And make sure you allow yourself some measures of success. Did I cover my cost of production? Did I achieve my original goals? And that way your marketing plan will be a success not only in dollars and cents, but then also in your mind for a long-term farming career. This has been Ed Kordick with the Iowa Farm Bureau, and thanks for joining the Iowa Commodity Challenge.